What's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are seeing one of every single NBA player play for their home state team. So pretty much, you know, if you're like Giannis, there obviously is not like the Greek yogurts out there, nothing like that for a basketball team. Although, you know what, man? Trademark TM. That's actually a great basketball team name. For, you know, if you ever expand out to Greece, the Greek yogurts. But no, man, for today's video, we are seeing if every player played for their home state team. So this is going to exclude international players as this is like home state, right? You all know what I'm saying about that? So here we go, guys. Let's check out the rosters real quick. Of course, for me, a lot of you guys know I am from Michigan right here, so I am going to be, you know, focusing on my Detroit Pistons. We got point guard Denzel Valentine. You know, I always thought he was going to be like a poor man's Draymond Green, or actually, in a way, I don't want to say poor man. I want to say more like he was going to be like the guard version of Draymond Green, although he's not doing all that great in the NBA so far. We got Devin Booker. He's actually from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Josh Jackson. I did not know Josh Jackson was from Michigan, so that's why I really like this challenge. Lets me see some different things. He's from, I believe, Flint. No, he's not from Flint. He's from Detroit. Draymond is from Saginaw. JaVale McGee is from Flint, Michigan. And then, you know, we got a lot of other players here, too, that are from Detroit. I think Kuzma's also from Flint. I'm sure you guys, a lot of you guys have heard about them due to, like, you know, the whole water situation and everything. Let's just say I'm not that far away from there, okay? I'm just going to say that real quick. But, yeah, man, let's check out the rest of the rosters here real quick, see what they're all about. So we'll start from the beginning, go through everybody here, see what teams are looking nice. So we got 76ers. I mean, also, guys, keep in mind, I did not make this roster. Somebody else did make it before, so the ratings are not exactly up to date, but they're still pretty dang close. As we all know, Kyle Lowry is not playing like 87 overall quite that much this season, but in this case, you know, that's his range. It's because it's from like an earlier roster, but, you know, it still gives us the same general idea. Milwaukee Bucks, you got, oh my god, I'm sorry, Bucks. Y'all lose Giannis and Thon Maker and all those players. Y'all get Wesley Matthews for your best player. Chicago Bulls got a nice team here. I know Anthony Davis. I actually did a video with him a few weeks ago on the Chicago Bulls. You got Dwayne Wade, Jabari Parker, Patrick Beverly. Cleveland Cavaliers, actually not a bad looking team right here. Like, you got LeBron James, CJ McCollum, which would be a nice little duo. The bench is okay and everything. It's just like a lot of the states, they just don't have a lot of like NBA caliber players that came from those states, as you guys are going to see later on. Celtics got Andre Drummond. I actually did not know he was from Boston, or at least from that state, you know, around that same Massachusetts, whatever it is. But I do know a lot of Celtics fans want Drummond on their team. I would too. He's been beasting this season. You know, Los Angeles Clippers, guys. I know the person that made this roster, you know, it's like they put like most of the good players on the Lakers. Let's be honest, man. Like half the players could have played for the Clippers, half for the Lakers. But you know what? We don't want to like spread out the talent more than it already is. So sorry if you're a Clippers fan, but your best player is Darren Collison. Memphis Grizzlies, Thaddeus Young, Ian Clark, so that's kind of a lost team right there. Atlanta Hawks, Lou Williams, Dwight Howard, Jay Crowder. Okay, I mean, decent. Defense is okay on this team. You got KCP, Malcolm Brogdon, Tim Hardaway on the Miami Heat. We all know that his father, Tim Hardaway Jr., I believe, played for the Miami Heat. So, of course, Tim Hardaway grew up in that state. Charlotte Hornets, you got Stephen Curry, Chris Paul. Wow, man, that's actually a pretty decent team. Plus, Hassan Whiteside, like, can you imagine all the assists that Hassan's going to be catching from all three of these players? You also got another shooter in Seth Curry, of course, who is Stephen's brother, Brandon Ingram. Utah Jazz, what? Oh, my God, guys. Yo, got Justin Hamilton as your best player, Frank Jackson, and then you got Rec League Randy to fill out the rest of the roster, man. I have no idea who that dude is, man. Y'all remember that one thing, man? What was it? Y'all, was it like Laguna Beach or something like that had, like, the situation? There was another guy on that show. I have no idea what his name is, but this guy looks just like him. I cannot think of his name for the life of me, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, man. I didn't really watch that stuff growing up. Sacramento Kings, you got Brook Lopez, Ryan Anderson. You got Knicks are actually pretty decent now. You got a nice backcourt with Kyrie Irving and Kemba Walker. Got Karl-Anthony Towns on. They're kind of free for some rebounding and defense. Michael K. Gilchrist, he's actually been working on his mid-range shot, so not too bad. Jonathan Isaac, Donovan Mitchell, who just put up like a 41-point game in real life on the Utah Jazz. And then you got the Lakers, man. Then you got the Lakers. If you're a Laker fan, this is the video for you. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Amir Johnson. Oh my God, guys. Orlando Magic, pretty trash to be honest. We got Dallas Mavericks. It's an okay team, probably a playoff team for this type of video. Brooklyn Nets, you got Tobias, you got Danny Green. Denver Nuggets, Reggie Jackson, Jason Smith, Derek White, and then some more Rec League Randys out there round out the rosters. Indiana Pacers, that's actually a nice squad too. I'm kind of a fan of this team right here. Pelicans, Paul Millsap, Greg Monroe, Elfrid Payton. Detroit Pistons, we already went through them, so I'm not going to go through them anymore. Andrew Wiggins in Toronto. So yes, I guess they're not like considered a state, but you know, come on, man. Canada's pretty much like the hat of the United States, so we're going to consider that for this video, and just because there is an NBA team with them, so it makes sense. And actually, man, pretty nice out there. For a second, I was like, yo, isn't Ben Simmons from Toronto? But no, he's actually from Australia, I believe. Houston Rockets looking like this. Pretty decent team out there with Jimmy Buckets and DeAndre Jordan, Justice Winslow. Spurs looking like that. Phoenix Suns, I mean, honestly, minus Devin Booker, I might actually take a freaking team of Rec League Randy's over the Phoenix Suns in real life. So who knows about that? Maybe I'll do a video about that. Blake Griffin, oh man, Thunder's not a great situation either, man. They're about to call up Lawson and Bound to be their starting point guard. Then y'all know, no, I would still would have Rec League Randy than that. Minnesota, Portland, decent team. Golden State Warriors looking nice, but well, actually not really nice. They got Damian Lillard and, you know, Aaron Gordon, who is playing better than 70 overall. Like I said, ratings a little bit out of date. And then the Washington Wizards, we got Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony, guys. So let's go ahead, man, start the simulation right here. I do want to talk a bit about some of this, like, home state stuff, just because I do think it is really cool to talk about. Simulate through date. Yes, guys, I do want to know, man, you obviously don't have to tell me, like, where you're from, like, what city or whatever you're from. But, I guess we're going to follow my Detroit Pistons. But, what state are you from, guys? And, like, what's, like, the most famous basketball player you have ever gotten to, like, witness? I'm not talking, like, NBA or college. I'm talking about, man, you were at, like, a high school basketball game, or, you know, there was some sort of basketball team, you know, some sort of basketball game going on, and you got to, like, witness a great player or a future great player play. Like, obviously, I told you guys I am from Michigan. I know growing up, my dad actually got to see Chris Webber play in high school. I think he was playing in Saginaw at the time, so we got to watch a lot of Chris Webber, which is pretty cool for him, I'm sure. I think he might have, Glenn Rice, I think he was just Michigan, though. I don't know if he was actually from, I know he played for Michigan. I don't know if he was actually from, was that Glenn, am I thinking Glenn Rice? No, man, I'm not thinking Glenn Rice. I think I'm thinking of Glenn Robinson. I don't know, man. Maybe he's from Purdue. I always mess those guys up because both name was Glenn. And I also messed up Glenn from Walking Dead, too. I always feel like he was in the NBA because his name's also Glenn. Not really, man, but, you know, I'm not going to talk about Glenn from Walking Dead. No spoilers on my channel here. But, yeah, man, the one basketball player, and this is kind of like, it's not like the coolest thing in the world, but the guy I remember playing, football-wise, is I know, I got to watch Mark Ingram play because he was from a, you know, a city pretty nearby me, so I got to watch him play. And as far as, like, NBA players, and you could hardly even call him this, but I mean, he was still, like, dominant in, he was still dominant in high school and also going into, like, college at Michigan State. I actually got to watch Matt Costello play live, and that was pretty cool to watch just because, like, you know, when he obviously is an NBA talent because he's in the NBA, plays for the San Antonio Spurs, but of course, man, it just makes you think, like, you know, I watched Matt Costello, who at the time was probably like 6'9", 6'10", playing against, you know, other varsity kids, just swat every single shot that came his way. He was shooting like 3-pointers, making every single damn shot that he took, guys. I swear, man, he probably had like, I don't know, man, 30 points, 20 rebounds, and about 10 blocks. And that's Matt Costello, okay? So that's just a player I'm talking about there. Can you imagine getting to watch like a guy like LeBron James in high school, or Dwayne Wade, or I don't even know, man, like really any NBA player in general, how crazy it would be to see how they were dominating out there. At the same time, there is something to be said about competition. I'm sure a lot of these really good basketball players that came from certain states, I'm sure like the leagues they were in, like the you know, the AA leagues or whatever it's called, man, I don't know, is that what it's called, AAU or something like that? Like I said, I'm an NBA channel, guys. I watch a little bit of college. I don't know much about like the developmental players. I mean, I know a little bit here and there, but definitely not an expert about it. But I'm sure like a lot of like the competition was probably pretty like, you know, it was there and everything. I know Russell Westbrook, I believe he grew up playing with Kevin Love a lot. So, of course, you know, great NBA players were probably in other great high school leagues that played against other, you know, good or great players. I mean, of course, not everybody's going to be an NBA player, but still have some good competition. But here we go, guys. We do have the last game of the season here. So, we got Chicago Bulls from my Detroit Pistons. Simulate through date. So, MVP still going to LeBron James. We all know he is from, yo, what's up with his eyes? Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's just my TV's just dirty, man. There's like a big, huge bitch-ass hair on my TV, man. I thought his eyes were deformed for a second. I thought he actually also inherited the brow of Anthony Davis, but no, it was just my dirty TV. But yeah, we all know he's from Akron, played for Cleveland, of course. Frank Jackson, rookie of the year on Utah Jazz. I mean, when it's you, Justin Hamilton, and then freaking Sadaway Bob, whatever his name is, man, or Bob, well, I don't know what it was, man. The Rec League dude, Rec League Rank, that's what it was. Jeremy Lin, 6-man on the Warriors. We got DeAndre Jordan, defensive player. Great numbers for him, man. 16 points, about 18 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks a game. Most improved, Tyus Jones. Luke Walton, coach of the year. Oh, my God. That Lakers team was 77-5, guys. All right, All-NBA first team looking like this. Russell Clay, LeBron, Blake Griffin, Karl Anthony Towns. That is why I like to do these type of videos, too, just because, like, you do get to see, like, a guy like Klay Thompson get to, like, lead his own basketball team, because of course he'd be on the Golden State Warriors. There's so many other options on that team, but how would a Klay Thompson do if he was the leader of a basketball team? Or even like a Stephen Curry, he made the All-NBA second. Yes, I guess he still has John Wall on his team, and I believe there was another really good point guard. I think it was Chris Paul. So I guess, you know, same case, just a lot of good point guards, a lot of good players on that team. So he didn't really get to like lead the team himself. We got Paul Millsap on the Pelicans, Anthony Davis on the Bulls, Drummond on the Boston Celtics, All-NBA third team looking like this. As far as like rookie goes, yeah, I guess there would be some rookies out here because like they, of course, are like, they're in the NBA, right? It's just, of course, they weren't like drafted by their team or whatever. But here we go, guys. Let's check out these players' stats on the season. We got. I guess we'll actually we'll go to league leaders. That's a better way to do it. So, leading the league in scoring, Blake Griffin. It was pretty much him, Lawson and Bound, and Rec League Randy at 30 points per game, 18 rebounds, 3 assists. I don't want to see what that team record is, though. Guarantee he's not in playoffs. I was actually looking at some of these rosters, too, and one team actually had Kyle Singler starting at point guard, and I was just like, rest in peace, that team. Klay Thompson, 28 points for him. We got LeBron James, his numbers right there. I'll kind of scroll through this. Just, Jordan Clarkson, shout out to him on the Spurs, 23 points himself. Just, see if there's any, like, X factors here, anything that's, like, absolutely crazy. But no, man, Devin Booker, I actually did not know he was from Grand Rapids, Michigan until, like, I looked it up and everything. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. Just to, like, see what certain players are from your hometown, I guess, is the best way to put it. So, there's the leading scores for you guys right there. And I guess we'll also check out the standings. I want to see what everybody's record was. So this is proving that as far as the Eastern Conference goes, Charlotte Hornets do have the best record. They did have a really nice team. They had 3 really good point guards. New York Knicks, I remember, had, like, I think they had Kyrie Irving, Karl Anthony Towns, and somebody else. Bulls, of course, they have Anthony Davis. So it definitely does spread out the talent quite a bit here. Celtics with Drummond did not make the playoffs. Milwaukee Bucks, yeah, they had, like, I don't even know who was on that team. It was not good, though. It was definitely not good. Pacers played a lot better than I thought. I think that was the team that actually had Kyle Singler starting at the point guard position. Like, God bless that team, right? Oh, and I guess also we want to look at the Western Conference. Yeah, Lakers, they're going to win the championship, guys. They are winning the championship, plain simple. Besides for that, though, pretty balanced throughout the Western Conference. Nobody, like, did too great or too bad. Clippers, though, surprisingly, man, like, although the Lakers had, like, all the talent, good for the Lakers for going out there and still winning 55 games. I have no idea how they actually did that because they did not really have a star player. Their best on there was Darren Collison. So, I mean, good for them, man. Shout out to not give... Oh... Oh my god, dude. Freaking Denver Nuggets went 2-180? Yeah, you got Reggie Jackson as your best player, then Rec League Randy. It's not going to be great. Oh my god, guys. Utah Jazz. Not a great situation either whatsoever, man. I'm sorry. But that's, still impressive. Who they actually beat? They probably, like, beat each other or something like that. But here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs. Like I said, I'm predicting the Lakers are probably going to win it. I'm going to say Lakers and Charlotte in the finals here. Maybe the Knicks make it. Simulate current round, although you can never bet against LeBron James either. Or I guess you can, because they just got swept 4-0, man. So if you bet against LeBron James, you just won a lot of money, I suppose. Okay, what do we got here? What do we got? It goes so quick sometimes. We got Lakers, Houston, Clippers, Memphis, Charlotte, 76ers, and Knicks, and the Atlanta Hawks in the, well, whatever the next round is here. We don't care about that round. We just want to care about the conference finals and the finals. So Charlotte, Knicks, Lakers, Clippers. Man, I think that's what I predicted. Clippers, what are they doing out here so right? Damn, Tyson Chandler playing old school basketball, 20 points, 20 rebounds nearly. How is that team doing so good? No way they beat the Lakers, though, man. It's not going to happen. Look, this team is just too freaking good. Actually, you know what, man? I do actually want to check out the player stats for the Lakers real quick, just because I'm curious now. Got my curiosity going. Like, who actually dominated on that squad? Oh, yeah, actually pretty balanced across the board there, but still pretty crazy. Okay, here we go. Simulate current rounds. And we got Clippers eliminated. Charlotte Hornets eliminated. So we got the New York Knicks, the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals right there. Here's a look at the Knicks team, just so you guys forgot who was on there. Here we go. Simulate current rounds. And we got the Los Angeles Lakers, guys, win the NBA Finals right here. Russell Westbrook, your Finals MVP. Thank you guys all so much for watching this video, man. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel. And like I was saying, who is the coolest NBA player you ever got to witness live before they actually, or I guess just best basketball player in general, before they either went to college or pro. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.